excited to welcome Barry to the stage. Barry is from North Carolina. That is where he resides with his family. And so I'm so excited for him to tell all about his real estate journey, how he made his way to EXP, and this amazing system he has built for himself. So, Barry, if you would like to come on up, everybody give Barry a hand.
Hey everybody, what a pleasure. Second English accent of the day, but don't let it fool you. Absolute pleasure to be here for the first time and wanted to speak. So we've had, actually as a perfect person to come on third. So Adam's speaking about how we do things together, then obviously the big picture of what you can really do within this industry. And I'm just going to tie it into a little bit of what we've already kind of got built out from a support aspect for all of us here in real estate, from growth, from branding, and everything all in between. Because the fact is, here in America, as a licensed real estate agent, as the majority of you are, or independent contractors, you could do it alone, but this is a reminder that you don't have to, with some tangible tools, links, resources that you all have direct access to that doesn't cost you any extra money. So, I am going to quickly go through a few things here. A little bit about me, the least important part of all, the support we have, which is the exceptionalnetwork.com, our weekly team meetings, the exp.world offices, the EXP toolkits, the My EXP app on website, the EXP training calendar, and at the end, like Adam was saying and started out, we're all here to help each other. So direct access to how you can contact me with any questions you have after this. Funny story, I was hearing about a story about UFC last night, and I was not a UFC fighter, but this is a random picture I found because AI does very strange things in this world of ours. So my name is Baron Pulver. I moved to America in 2010, 15 years ago to be exact. I'm in Davidson, North Carolina, and I moved there back in 2013. 10 years ago, probably quite literally to the day I was in real estate school. Started with a real estate license later in 2016, joined this little company called eXp Realty in the summer of 2018. Had the pleasure, as you've heard, of creating the first ever international real estate partnership. And here we are today. I get the pleasure of being in front of every single one of you. Revenue share numbers, it was not of interest to me. I'll get to the exact reason why I joined eXp later. Nothing to do with growth. I was a new real estate agent. I wanted better support and to build my own personal brand. So at the end of the year, last year, well over 1,000 agents, homes we've sold 14,828 collectively, sales volume of $6,127,692,972.28 on average, well over double the industry of every agent selling 14.12 homes. The reason I share this, there are some things we can basically, I'd just like being transparent. I'll be completely honest with you. I think the facts, figures, data is the most important part of our industry, and I love being 100% transparent. If any of you are connected with me on social media, apart from this past Monday, every single Monday, you'll see all of our numbers, all of our sales, every single week around the clock. Now, we have industry-leading numbers. I'm very proud of that, and many of that is because many of you in the room. So my logic about a year ago was, okay, this is what we're doing. We've been at eXp for a long time. We have some of the best leaders in the industry who do incredible things. Adam even mentioned a couple of them in England as well. So how can I and how can the wider we give back and give value to every single one of our agents? I'm going to, for I think for the second time I've heard the name Glenn Sanford today, the founder and creator of eXp. I think Adam joined in one of us. We were doing a virtual tour of Australia and New Zealand about springtime of last year. And Glenn is big, which is an understatement, into AI. And one thing he shared about his vision and eXp's vision is about leveraging AI. If you want one tool that costs a very minimal amount, there's a website called lovable.dev, D-E-V. It's the ability to create your own website without the hours of expenses of coding and everything else. So he sold me on it. I created something called the exceptionalnetwork.com, and that's how it was born. Could have paid $25,000 to get it fixed, but I thought, you know what, I have this idea, now the technology's there, let's put it all together. So that's something we all have access to. On that website, which I'm going to share a little bit with you in a moment too, there are recordings of all of our team meetings, which we have every single week. The resources I personally use to build my business in sales and growth, some of the best training that our organization above or upline offers as well. an unbelievable and unbeatable, if I do say so myself, video library to help agents, all of us, because we're all agents, improve in any aspect. If you want to know about open houses, you're learning from the best, personal branding, cold calling, all of this is just one gateway and one hub that I wanted it all to be an access that we all have access to. It allows all of our agents to access the content in their native language, which I'll get to in a moment, and it's going to continue to evolve because, as we know in real estate, we all continue to evolve. So this is what we have. This is a little what it looks like, if you can see in the bright lights. On this right now, as you all have access to, you have to register and sign up through your EXP email address, but we'll get everything and access completely allowed. So we have 1,550 videos on there right now, which is 932 hours to be exact to worth of content. And yes, I did add them all up as well. There's also a bonus little section we've got on there, which has another 3,000 something videos and 1,500 hours of content, which is not just real estate, entrepreneurship, business building, everything that you can take. You know, me and my real estate business still fairly new. I took so much in the industry from outside. I would learn from business builders and other aspects outside of real estate and bring it in. So we thought we'd put it all in there together. It's one hub, one access. Video training, I wanted to include Leanne on one of them as well. So we have over 638 hours of video content all in here, which this is just the top few pages. There's a personal branding masterclass, open houses, video tutorial series, a best of build, which is a particular conference I believe Brent Gove who created originally which is all about how to grow your organization, and then now it's how to get more sales, grow your business and everything within. This is an example of what that looks like, which has I think we've got part from the UK as well, but the videos from Build in Barcelona of last year, the Carbo 25, Charlotte, where I had the pleasure of speaking with last year, LA 24, Africa 24, all of this is just you go in there and whatever you want to learn from the people who are not only leading EXP, but leading the industry in their particular field, all of this is a click of the button away and you get access to every single part of it. I've also leveraged some of EXPs, so anyone who we all hopefully are familiar at this point here in the US, we have access to 3 CRMs with EXP, Close, Lofty and Bold Trail. EXP has done a great job of really trying to present as much information to leverage these great tools we have. So on here you can see there's over 14 hours of content of how to really set that up and run your real estate business is all there on the hub as well, in addition to some of the other great coaching, training tools that EXP Corporate has available for all of us as well. Recorded team meetings every Wednesday at 9 a.m. our time, Eastern time in Davidson, North Carolina. You're all welcome to come. I'll get to that later. But I have our training on there, which I think it was about a year ago, January 25, I started recording every single one. So it's all on there. The latest video, if you will, which was about the second week of December, is on there. It was about personal branding. You can come and watch it. Some of our organization as well, the likes of Brent Gove, who has 2 weekly training, and Cliff Breeman, he's got hundreds of hours on there. It's all here within the recorded team meetings training tab. Some of the resources was a little foreign to me when I joined EXP. One thing that personally, anybody who is interested in growth and revenue share, I really dived into a few years ago when I went from about 200 agents to about 500. I leveraged something called the revenue share wealth chart. I believe, I like giving credit where credit is due. I definitely didn't invent it. I believe it may have been Rob Flick, if I'm not mistaken. Simple. Again, we overcomplicate this great industry. It's the best industry in the world, but we overcomplicate it. The very simple PDF, which you can have, it's in dollars and different countries have got variants of it too. But it's just a concept of keeping you focused on what's important to you. The revenue share, the 411 accountability form. I was a brand new agent at Keller Williams. Anyone else come from Keller Williams originally? I feel like we're family. Thank you. So one thing they taught me about as a brand new agent, which I absolutely dismissed, was the 411 accountability form. Anybody heard of that or used that to any extent? Brilliant. You were connected. Thank you. So this is something I've used the last couple of years. I actually have a spreadsheet for it. It's a great concept, especially now we're in January. Just to add, I put a business plan on there, which all of you can access for 2026 too. But the 411 accountability form, I wasn't sold it back then. I've adapted it and I think it's fantastic. If that's in business, finances, faith, fitness, family, whatever you want it to be, you put your 5-year plan in there, broken down by year, broken down by month, broken down by 4 weeks. And everything should sync perfectly well together. And it keeps you 100% accountable, which is important, to remind yourself of the task that's important of that week and month and year. We have that directly on there too. I think Adam was saying about the importance of the art of a three-way call, which is the most underutilized part of revenue share. And an ultimate resource list. See something similar to this on the EXP slide deck, which has links to everything that EXP has to offer and then some. So just a form on there, a PDF, which you can use all of it. Now, we're always looking to adapt and evolve. Everybody's different. We're in different parts of the world. We sound very different clearly as well. But as we continue to evolve, I want to see where I and we as an organization can add value. So if you're looking to grow your business in a particular part of something, we don't offer it, tell me. We're looking to expand it. As we've launched into 3 new countries through EXP and through our organization, some of the guys and country leaders were saying, hey, this is great, but it's not in Romanian. I don't speak Romanian. I don't know about you guys, but AI and technology is there so we can adapt that. So whatever help you need, just know that we want to help you in any which way, which brings us on to the weekly team meeting, which is 9 a.m. Eastern time every Wednesday, Davidson, North Carolina. If anyone wants a 5-hour road trip, come on up. If not, the recordings are on the hub. We're going to change the website name, but they're also available on Zoom at exparmy.com. Any questions, you can always just shoot me a message directly. I'm always here to help you. As is EXP, the best thing in the world that I've ever experienced, my third, and I hear this a lot, but I'm going to say this honestly, my third and last real estate company here at EXP. When I was told about this virtual cloud-based office as someone who loved, in my first company, going into the office and talking and thinking I was being productive, and then opening up an office 104 steps from my front door at my second company, it didn't really get me much business. But when I was there, also didn't necessarily, it was an easy way to excuse myself at some point from what was really going on. Now, you guys have some incredible offices where production happens. Not all of us are that fortunate. However, if you need help in any aspect of your business, through a broker team, through financing, through training, you simply type in now on your phone, on your laptop, exp.world, and you get instantaneous help. How do I know this? Because about a year and a half ago, I can't remember if I was flying to England or Kentucky, but I had a closing that was happening and I was at the airport. One of our agents in South Africa needed help. I was at the airport. We were boarding in about 10, 15 minutes. I go onto the virtual website. I go into my state broker room. In North Carolina, we have 10 brokers, all of whom are amazing. And I had the exact answer for the help and went to the attorney and I was good to go. Now, with the next 5 minutes, I also went to the South Africa broker room, spoke to Andrew Thompson, the country leader, Irene, one of the support staff, and had help from my agent instantaneously at an airport where everyone knows who's ever been on an airplane, you're 100% out of control. But you always have the support with this company at your fingertips. And that is an incredible thing that we have here at EXP, which for me is massively undervalued too. As I was in the Georgia State room last week, as I was putting this presentation together, anyone who didn't know, there is a great training on Zoom next week. And you can see in person in various parts of Georgia that all of this training is here for you. Avatars thinner, better looking, sounds exactly the same. But the rooms I had to go to here, you go into the Georgia State room, you go into the main auditorium, what we have, and I'll get to in a moment, dozens of training sessions every single day, the conference hall for the regular meetings, the mastermind broker room, the auditorium, and the national training. It's all here for every single one of you. One of the best things, in my personal opinion, EXP has done in the last 12 to 18 months is create something called a toolkit. Now, a toolkit can mean many things for many different people. I wanted to go on and share with you every single toolkit that EXP has created over the past year to help you and your business. If you are brand new to real estate, if you're brand new to EXP, go on to the onboarding and the new to EXP guide. If you are a little concerned that we're about 18 months since buyer agency has changed in various states here in the US, we have a buyer agency toolkit, the new forms, representation. Maybe you want to transition your business into being more of a listing agent. Well, why not learn from some of the best in our industry at the listing and working with sellers toolkit we have? Whatever you want your business to be, if you were taken away by the other accent earlier and you want to know about recruiting and growth and attraction, check out the toolkit. Any single part of your business, regardless of if you're brand new, if you're 20 years in, if you have a local business, a worldwide business, Each one of these has been curated and created by EXP, the top names in leadership and in the industry to help you to the most in-depth level that you will get overwhelmed. It was overwhelming writing this list on every single toolkit. There are more being added to at all times. But no, whatever you need in your business, we have it available for you, both as an organization, as an EXP in particular. If you even want to, you're worried about AI and you want to know about deep fraud protection, you want to transition your business to commercial, and most importantly, as we were hearing just before, you want to get paid. How can you get paid same day? Check it out instantaneously. Welcome to your new favorite website, by the way. I think there was an email or message that went around recently with EXP that the EXP Enterprise is going to disappear. Anyone that's been at EXP for a long time, that will mean something, otherwise it won't. We have here the My EXP app. I believe it's my.exprealty.com. Download the app on your phone for growth for you as an agent. I'll share the screens and share it with you. This is your EXP corporate portal to every single thing you need to know. It was mentioned before. On the main page, you can look at your lineage, your business partners, I would say, your organization partners, or your upline. You can see those people. You can directly click a button to call them or send them an email too. So if you ever want to know who is here to help you, beautiful thing about being a part owner of EXP as a publicly traded company, we all are, but just to a higher level, you can see the exact individuals who are there to help you any which way. And you can see, if you want to build a team, what that looks like and who you have on board and who your qualifying agents are. About May of last year, this website was transformed. And as someone who's very fortunate to have business in 19, 20 countries that EXP operates in, every single time there is a deal that is transacted, you can see every single part of your business. That's why I'm so transparent as of about May time with my numbers, because I have access to all of this data and you do too. You can see every single thing you want to see on the organizational aspect, which is why, again, I share everything very transparently. This is obviously from last week and last year, which is very strange to say together. And at the bottom, the beautiful thing when it comes to revenue share and from an agent perspective, it's a brand new year. So we all start with the exact same opportunity. So we're all in the same place. Congratulations. Now, sales. I'm hoping you sell more than me. However, if you want to keep track of where you are, your path to being a capping agent and receiving 100% commission minus a transaction fee at that point and that point only, or being an icon agent, that's $16,000 the majority of you will pay into EXP to receive back in shares of stock in a company. This is your gateway to see it. Every single thing, real-time data, real-time information for your sales, you can track multiple times a day along your journey. Also, it's your gateway to so much more. If you want to check yourself, I'm a very competitive person. Don't hold it against me. Every month, there is an email that goes out with an influencer list to see where you are on the league table. On the production leaderboard, we get the exact same thing in the market, in the state, in the country. If you click on this, you can see if you're a competitive person, or even if you're not, you can see where you rank and how the agents are doing in your market, in your area. I think healthcare was mentioned on the other side. EXP also offers a healthcare option for everybody. More information, you can see here under the tools on My EXP what that looks like. Same goes with agent ownership and equity. You can check out what that looks like. Co-sponsorship. This is your one EXP avenue to check out everything. Part of the reason I joined the first ever brokerage I did, number one, when my wife and I bought our home, the agent was a top agent in the market with that company. I was seeking mentorship. Didn't get it, but that's why I joined. The other one was they professed to be an amazing training company, which is great. As a new agent, you don't know what you know, and I think that's super important. One thing I've learned now as the old man of a 10-year veteran in real estate almost, it's not what you learn, it's who you learn it from. If you're not familiar, the training at EXP is done by an icon agent, aka the top 2 to 4% of sales agents in the market and in the country. So not only chances are you're going to pick training that's important to you and is going to resonate, you're learning from the best of the best. That is key. If you want to know the training that EXP has at all times on the My EXP app, you can check it out right there, or you can go to eventscalendar.exprealty.com. Real life example, or not. One thing I wanted to share, I have a great relationship with my favorite real estate school across America. And I did a training session for them mid-December. And I was just curious what training we had on. So on that particular day, it was a Thursday. I couldn't tell you what Thursday. It was a Thursday in December. I'm like, okay, let me have a look. We had 118 training sessions on that one day available. This was just an example of what they look like. They're training from all over the world, different languages, of course. But I thought that's pretty amazing. Again, not just 118 training sessions, but 118 training sessions from those who are selling way more homes than I ever did, who I want to learn from. And again, this company is from North and South Carolina. But there was a state broker meeting in North Carolina and in South Carolina, and a 3-hour clinic. And I can't remember the agent who was putting it on, but I was looking at who the amount of volume they did. They were putting on a 3-hour clinic on the most important thing for me in the industry, expanding your database and expanding your sphere of influence. This is all part of what we pay our $85 a month for. Absolutely blew me away. So I wanted to share that. So, part 2. Kinda. So, why I joined EXP, I joined to build my own brand. More importantly, I joined to have support. I always wonder, again, I feel this is the best industry in the world. I don't understand why we don't do enough shadowing and mentoring in an industry as we are, but I wanted to join for better support. Lord knows I have that. So the support at this point that we have and we offer is the exceptionalnetwork.com again. The weekly team meetings, which you are all welcome to drive 5.5 hours to and come in person or virtually. The exp.world offices, you have direct access to your broker team, to the training and everything at your fingertips, even right now on your phone. The EXP toolkit, if you want to grow your horizons effectively and learn from the best and have access to all of the best that you need to grow your business in any avenue, is right there within the EXP toolkits. The My EXP app and the training calendar. All of this is for us. We pay $85 a month for it, and this is what we have access to. So this is my direct number. My phone is recording every single thing I do, thus the hub is recorded because I think that's important. But this is my number, North Carolina. I'm always happy to help in any which way. But I would say, again, you can do this alone. We're independent contractors. Many of us have. But it's a lot more lucrative. It's a lot more fun, enjoyable, and you're going to do much better if you just plug into some of the things that are on offer for you anyway. Any thoughts, any questions, anything at all? Next time, I'm going to have subtitles at the bottom, but thank you so much. Anything to help, happy to. Thank you.